Hey guys, welcome to the 9th C programming tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make a calculator. So the first thing that we needed to do is just ask the user what operation do they want to do. So do they want to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, and this is what we want our output to look like. So what we're going to do up here is we're just going to say printf, and then we're going to say what operation do you want to do. And then to end this line, we're just going to do /n. Then we need to tab in to get this space right here. And then we're going to do a capital A, parenthesis, addition. So we're just going to say capital A, parenthesis, addition. And then we're going to create another line and tab in. B is going to be for subtraction. Then we need to create another line, tab in, then do C for multiplication, and then another line, tab in, and finally I'm going to do D for division. And then let's just go ahead and end that line right there. Alright, so let's just go ahead and run this and make sure that it works. And as you can see, our output looks perfect. Now we just need to read the character that the user enters. So read what operation they want to do. So we're going to create a character variable up here to store the character that the user enters. So we're going to say car letter, and then we're just going to go down here after we output this information to the user and read the character that they enter. So we're going to say scanf to read the character, and then in quotes right here we just need to do modulus or %C since we're reading a character, and then we just need to do the and symbol or an ampersand, and then do the name of our variable that we want to read on that character into, and we want to read it into this character variable right here. Alright, now we just need to ask the user for two numbers. So we're going to say printf, and then we're going to say please enter a number, and then we need to read the number that they enter. And we're actually going to store both of the numbers that the user enters into floats. So we're just going to go up here and create two float variables. So I'm going to say float num1, and what I can actually do is just do a comma and then say num2. So now what we have right here is we have two float variables, num1 and num2, and they're both set equal to nothing. So now we're going to actually set num1 equal to whatever number that the user enters. So to do that, we just need to say scanf, and then we just need to do modulus f since we're reading a float, and then we need to do the and sign or the ampersand of the variable that we want to read that number into, and we're just going to be reading the first number first. Then we need to ask the user for a second number, so let me just go ahead and copy this right here, and we're going to say please enter a second number. And then we're going to read the second number into this num2 variable. So I'm just going to change this right here to a 2. Alright, now what we need to do is actually perform the operation that the user wants us to perform. So we need to go back and check what letter the user entered. So we're going to say if that letter variable, so the variable that the user enters, equals a capital A, or that letter variable equals a lowercase a, then we want it to do addition. So we're just going to go up here and say printf, and then we're going to say the sum of %f and %f is %f. Alright, so basically what we're going to do right here is replace this %f with num1, replace this %f with num2, and replace this %f with num1 plus num2. So to do that, we just need to do comma num1, comma num2, and then comma num1 plus num2. So now let's just go ahead and run this program and make sure that it works. So again, if the user enters a capital A, it should just print out the sum of num1, num2, and then num1 plus num2. Alright, so let's just go ahead and run this. So the only one that we programmed in so far is addition, so that's the only one we can do. So I'm just going to type in a lowercase a, since we can type in either a capital A or a lowercase a, since we have this right here. So I'm just going to type in a lowercase a, hit enter, and it says please enter a number. I'm going to enter in 5.6. My second number is going to be 3.4, and it should spit out the sum, or 5.6 plus 3.4. And as you can see, we get the sum of 5.6 and 3.4 is 9.0. However, there seem to be a lot of zeros after this decimal place right here. So let's just go ahead and format this. So what we're going to do is do 0.2f, 0.2f, and 0.2f. So now there will only be 2 digits after that decimal place. So let's just go ahead and run this again. I'll enter in A, since that's the only one we programmed. Enter one number, 4 and 6, I guess, and now we get 4.00 and 6.00, and as you can see, there's only 2 digits after that decimal place right there. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and program the subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we're just going to say right here, else if that letter variable is equal to a capital B, or that letter variable equals a lowercase b, then we're going to do subtraction. So let me just go ahead and copy this right here, paste it, and then we're going to say the difference of, since we're doing subtraction, and then we just need to go ahead and change this from a plus sign to a minus sign. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and run this and make sure that subtraction works. So we need to type in b for subtraction. I'll enter 4 and then 2, so we should get 2 back since 4 minus 2 is 2. And we get the difference of 4.00 and 2.00 is 2.00. Perfect. Alright, now let's just go ahead and do multiplication and division. So I'm going to go ahead and copy all this right now, copy it and paste. So we're going to say else if that letter variable is equal to a capital C or a lowercase c, then we need to say the product of num1 and num2 is num1 times num2. So let's just go ahead and run this now and make sure that multiplication works. So we're going to pick C for multiplication, and then we're going to enter in one number. I'll enter in 3, and I'll enter in 5. So 3 times 5 is 15, so we should get 15 back. It says the product of 3.00 and 5.00 is 15. Perfect. Alright, finally we just need to do division. So let me just go ahead and copy this one more time and paste it. And then we're going to say else if the letter is a capital D or a lowercase d, then we're going to say the quotient of num1 and num2 is num1 divided by num2. So finally, let's just go ahead and test this and make sure that division works. So I'm going to type in D for division. I'll type in 6 divided by 2, and we should get 3. Perfect. Alright, and the last thing I'm going to do here is just check and see if the user entered an invalid character. So I'm going to say else. So if none of these conditions are true, meaning if they didn't enter either an A, B, C, or D, then we just want it to print out saying they entered an invalid character. So we're going to say you entered an invalid character. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and run this, and let's say enter in anything besides A, B, C, or D. Let's say enter in like the number 4, and I enter in 2 other numbers, and we see it says you entered an invalid character. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial, so see you guys.